The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills and more so like Denise Richards. There's a lot of updates that we keep getting all the time, of course, and I think we're going to keep giving them to you guys with this whole Aaron Phypers divorce. I feel like it's nonstop, especially with Denise, and she's accusing him of, I mean, a lot. And then him saying, I have hundreds of texts between her trying to cheat on me. And then the alimony of almost $120,000 a month. The police, oh, literally, it's like quickly becoming such a Kim Zolciak, Corey Bierman divorce. That's what it feels like. But hopefully it's not going to be a lot of like body cam footage and stuff like that. We don't need all of that. Anyways, we're going to jump into all of it. Don't forget that tomorrow we're live with Kendrick Tucker for Hot Messy Topics at 12 p.m. Eastern. That's going to be a good one. We have a lot of topics. And then right after, we're doing a members only live with Jason. We're going to double it as talking about the new Real Housewives of London, but then also, of course, sharing what we've been up to and what we have coming up. So yeah, if you're not a part of our members only, go ahead and join it. Smash the like button, show some love, and let's go. All right, guys, so we have to start here with the whole Denise Richards and Aaron Phypers situation. So Denise has now formally requested a court order requiring Aaron Phypers, his parents, and his brother to vacate their shared Calabasas rental property. Now, she's desperate to retrieve her belongings, including some of the sentimental items and her dogs, without violating her existing restraining order. It's kind of weird to me, like, did you leave the rental property, the Calabasas rental property? Like, did you exit it and leave them to stay in it? Because I was under the impression that it was a second property and they still had their Malibu property, and that this property was, well, a property that she was letting his family stay in. But if in fact you were letting his family stay in it, I mean, there's still rules. You can't just like knock on the door and have somebody evicted. You have to go through the entire process. Because if you guys don't remember, when Kim and Kyle got into a whole fight, Kyle Richards got into whatever argument that they did. There were paparazzi photos of her leaving the courthouse because she was trying to get her sister evicted. And of course, there's certain things in place. Like, I think it's 30 days, they get mail there. It's a whole process, but clearly she's like, I want this process started now. Now she's claiming that although both are on the lease, she moved out over 2 years ago with the understanding that Aaron's family would stay temporarily. And Aaron, she alleges, failed to pay the rent starting January 2025. So the landlord has been unable to contact him for about 6 months, prompting eviction proceedings that require vacancy by August 23rd. That's 2 days from now. Now, Denise also included photos documenting some of the damage to the home, patches of removed flooring, boxes, clothes, papers, saying that it left her pretty shocked at the state of disarray that the house was in. And she fears that her possessions and her dogs may be lost, discarded, or even harmed during the eviction. So I think that that is what she is trying to avoid. She does not want to have all of this shit, like when once evicted, like discarded. Okay, well, the landlord comes and is like, you have to get out of here. Great. So where do my belongings go? Are you going to throw my stuff away? Are you going to call me? How do you do that with a temporary restraining order? Do you just have one person take all of their stuff out and you trust that they're not going to steal any of your stuff? That would drive me insane. Like, if I was going through a divorce, I would not want to sit there and do a rotation like, oh, okay, yeah, you go in and you do the first round and take all of your stuff. And I'm going to trust that all of my belongings in there are going to be fine. You're going to leave them alone and you're not going to take anything with you. No, when you're getting a divorce, you're not anticipating being friends with me after that. You don't think that we're going to go out, have fun, or you're going to see me or whatever. So you're going to take what you can get. I feel like it's like the same as like when greedy kids, like God forbid something happens to their parents and they're like adult children, and all of the kids and the siblings, they show up and they're trying to be the first ones to go through the parents' house to take the tchotchke things, or like the hope chest, I don't know, the jewelry. and then pretend like, oh, okay, we're splitting everything equally. Like, I didn't take anything. What do you mean? That's what this feels like to me. Moving on. Moving on. So now she cannot safely access the home due to the restraining order against Aaron, which I feel like she should be able to call the police and have them make Aaron and his family step outside, and then she should be able to go in and get her shit. But this is not the case, and now that's why she's seeking legal intervention to recover her property. As far as Aaron's legal team, though, they're opposing this entire motion, arguing that there's no emergency and that the court should deny her request. He's also demanding the right to retrieve his own belongings from wherever Denise is currently residing. So they are going toe to toe. You have my belongings, I have your belongings. You have my belongings, I have your belongings. Yeah. I feel really bad. I feel bad for Denise. I don't know if I'm buying what he's selling. Well, except for the text messages because he shared those, and yeah, Denise, you kind of got a little busted with that. But okay. All right. Can we talk about this for a second? Two things. One, there was a blind item that said this former housewife is begging producers to cast at least one of her daughters on the insanely popular new show, Next Gen NYC, not or LA, not for the career of the kids, but because the family needs money. I don't believe this blind item. I mean, the family might need money, but I don't believe unless it's Delilah, because Amelia has already gotten into that fame of like doing Vogue and these big names. Like, didn't she do Balenciaga? I mean, she's done some major fashion campaigns. She's been all over. She's not going to do a reality TV show like this. Maybe Delilah might, but it's not going to be Amelia. I'm not buying the blind item, but somebody sent it to me. They asked me to talk about it. And so there you go. The other one, thank you to Bravo Snarkside. Brandi Glanville said, an adult male who talked to my boys on Skype literally said to me, Mama Bear, your boys are so hot. When do they turn 18? Okay. The only thing that's weird about this and what makes me question is when somebody said, why are adult strangers talking to your minor kids on Skype? She said, not a stranger, my boss. Clearly, we are hinting. I mean, if you think about it, before her kids were adults, where was Brandi working? Bravo. What show was she on? Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Who was her boss? I'm sure she had a few because it's not just Andy Cohen. Andy Cohen's more like the face, but he's still one of the bosses. Are you accusing Andy Cohen of saying this? Claiming that he was being weird, asking you like, oh my God, your kids are so hot. When did they turn 18? Is that the accusation? Because right now it's like one of those read between the lines. Read between the lines, you fucking bitch. Like that's what it, like Shannon Bedore. I feel like I'm reading between the lines, and I kind of feel like that's what you're alluding to. I could be so wrong, but the alluding is everything. You see what I'm saying? Anyways, don't forget, we're going to talk about a lot of this. Hot Messy Topics tomorrow, 12 p.m. Eastern, which is 9 a.m. Pacific, with Kendrick Tucker from I Cannot. And then right after, Jason and I are going live for our members only to talk about the Real Housewives of London and everything else that is going on in our lives. So love you guys, and we'll see you next time. Bye.